선수의 그 3점, 어사르 톰슨의 수비를 벗겨내는 그 3점이 플레이오프 2라운드로 향하게끔 만든 거예요.
예, 오늘 40득점, 팀을 2라운드로 캐리했던 제일런 브런슨이었습니다.
1쿼터에만 브런슨이 15점 올렸잖아요. 그리고 경기를 끝내는 3점까지. 오늘 경기 한 줄로 요약하면은 브런슨으로 시작해서 브런슨으로 끝났습니다.
예, 그러니까 슈퍼스타가 왜 중요한지, 왜 필요한지 브런슨이 오늘 경기를 통해서 보여줬습니다. 그리고 이렇게 동부 컨퍼런스의 모든 2라운드 대진표가 완성됐습니다.
그렇습니다. 동커버스 플레이오프 1라운드가 다 끝이 났고 이제 2라운드가 시작되는데 클리블랜드와 인디애나, 뉴욕과 보스턴. 야, 정말 재밌을 것 같은 매치업들이 완성됐습니다.
그렇습니다. 자, 아직까지는 또 이제 서부 컨퍼런스는 2라운드 대진표가 완성이 돼야 하는데요. 남은 1라운드도 모든 경기 스포티비를 통해서 만나볼 수 있습니다. 많은 시청과 관심을 부탁드리겠고요. 계속해서 이어서 이 경기 보시면 되겠습니다. 멤버더리츠와 LA 클리퍼스 경기, 이 경기 함께 하시면 되겠습니다. 이 경기로 많은 시청과 관심을 부탁드리겠습니다. 오늘 디트로이트 피스톤스와 뉴욕 니스의 플레이오프 1라운드 6차전 맞대결, 뉴욕 니스의 2라운드 진출 소식과 함께 중계방송 모두 마치겠습니다. 지금까지 맹봉대 기자, 캐스터 변호수였습니다. 여러분 고맙습니다.
Hello. How are you? Hello, Denisa. If you like my art, kindly subscribe.
Missing his first three-point opportunity. Nick Batum is on the floor. Here's
Thank you very much.
Harden has really scuffled, not only making threes, but getting three-point attempts. As Harden is tripped up, foul's going to be on James Harden. Harden had 32 points in a Game 1 loss for the Clippers, but Coach, in Game 4, just 2 3-point attempts. Game 5, just 2
All right.
attempts.
See you soon.
And he's won for his last 4 from the line. Not the Harden we're used to seeing in the playoffs.
Well, but if we go back through Harden's history, he's been better early in the playoff series than he has been late. Teams adjust to him and make it tough on him.
Bye.
Clippers are 0 for 5 from beyond the 3-point line. Murray stripped down on Leonard. He gets it back, he spins away from it, and hits a baseline jumper.
And the strip down actually ended up helping Leonard because he threw it up his dribble and had nowhere to go. But because of the strip, then he can make another move and he just used his size on Jamal Murray.
Jokic orchestrating with Murray, the great tandem for these Nuggets with championship pedigree. David Guthrie says it was on the line for a Clipper Kawhi had his foot on the line, so that'll be Nuggets ball with 8 seconds on the shot clock.
And that's what David Guthrie said.
Although he said Zubas, I don't know. Looked like he was clear of it. They got a break there. Nuggets, late clock, Jokic looking for help. And Murray has to put up a prayer, that comes up short. Good stand defensively by LA.
Down rebounded here early by the Clippers. Do a much better job of blocking out his game rebound. Another bucket off to a great start tonight. He's been much better in the 2 games at home in this series coming in than he was in the 3 games in Vegas.
Russell Westbrook coming off his big game. In game 5, finds Aaron Gordon. Gordon hits again. Tell you, Aaron Gordon, he has had a terrific series. He has the signature moment of these NBA playoffs in the first round with that put-back dunk in 23 in game 5 on 7-11 shooting. Knocked down a three-pointer, made all but one of his free throws. Kawhi probing. And now a corner shoot, Logan Powell, another three-point miss. That's an air ball. Clippers are 0 for 6 from three-point range.
Well, maybe that's the formula for winning because last night Minnesota went 7 for 47 and got the win. So maybe that's what you're supposed to do is miss threes.
Murray connects for his first three-pointer. Jamal Murray knocked down 8 threes in game 5. Jamal Murray has 9 in this first quarter. Another fast start for playoff Murray. Nuggets have the lead by 4.
Following up on Tuesday's 43-point performance, Jamal Murray off to a good start, but the Clippers not doing a good job with their communication and leaving Jamal Murray wide open 4 times already tonight.
He elevates his game in a big way. 24 points per game in the playoffs. This is his 71st playoff game. He went for 10 points in the first quarter in Game 5. He is the Nuggets' all-time playoff three-point leader. He's second in a lot of other major categories to his dynamic partner, Maqfoli Art. What a tandem they are. 2 years removed from a championship. Derrick Jones Jr. first minutes on the floor. And the Clippers now 0 for 7 from three-point range. Ty Lue searching for some shooting right now. Bogdanovich getting his first minutes as well. Let's see the matchups. Bogdanovich ends up on court, and Jokic immediately finds him. And Gordon will turn around. Back higher. Harden the rebound. Christian Brown trying to check Harden.
We've seen the Harden-Zubats combination many times, usually on pick and rolls, but going on the streets, rotation, dish.
Zubats 27 in Game 5, but only 5 rebounds. Ty Lue's going to need a little more out of Zubats, especially in the rebounding and defensive columns here tonight. Nice pass by Jokic. Missed it. There is Gordon, and a putback. And every Gordon putback in this building is going to remind him of that incredible moment in Game 4.
Well, the Clippers blitzing Murray, so on rotation, you're going to have a tough time blocking out.
Murray goes all the way, he is fouled, and a chance at a three-point play. You got Jokic with the block on one end, and Murray racing to the basket and scoring.
It's just a good finish and a bad foul by the two. You're going to foul on those layups. You can't let him get the shot up on the rim that easy.
Jamal Murray at the line was sent it over to Lauren Jabara.
Guys, Jamal told me after Game 5 that moments like these are just fun. That's why he loves it. The best players put on a best show. He said everyone's playing hard, everyone's playing for something. So just coming here, having my teammates back, they have mine. It's fun, good basketball. And Christian Brown also telling me Jamal Murray is built for big moments. The bigger the stage, the better he plays. And we trust him and Nikola to take the big shots. His game and mindset always rise when it matters the most.
Yeah, as you reported, Lauren, early in the series when we were there for Game 2, that hamstring injury was some concern. He had missed 6 games late in the year, came back for the last 2 in the regular season, and he's played heavy minutes. He's been regularly high 30s, even into the 40s. The minutes play as Kawhi Leonard from the same spot knocks down another mid-range jump shot.
There's not much you can do about that defensively. You're right there. He's just able to rise up over the top.
Murray denied that time. Here's Bogdanovich running free. Bogdanovich for Zubats, knocked out of bounds. Peyton Watson.
Jokic encouraging the Nuggets bench to challenge. They don't. And the Clippers inbound the ball.
And now Jokic on Leonard. Coming to the end of the first quarter here. This elimination game. It's going to go home for the Clippers. Nuggets lead 3-2. It's a corner three. It's a good time for the first one.
All 26 of his shots in this series have been from 3. He's over 40%.
Bogdanovich fouls Westbrook. First three-pointer of the game for the Clippers from Nick Batum.
Well, and that's big because, look, on the year, including the postseason, the Clippers are 33-4. They've won 89% of their games when they shoot 38% or better from 3. They've only won 28% of their games, 19-31, when they're below 38%.
Westbrook knocks down the first one. And we remind you, the NBA on TNT is brought to you by the Kia Telluride X-Line. Kia, the official automotive partner of the NBA.
And that stat, which I find very important, was from our crack stats guy, Tom Harvey. come up with that on my own.
Incredible with the numbers. 1 out of 2 from Westbrook. We're going to break through here. And glad to have all of you with us tonight. The series again late. This has been the best series in the playoffs. Clippers and Nuggets.
They come in double wide and the shot clock's running down.
And it's going to stay on possession of the Clippers.
The Zubats get great on the offensive board. The entire series averaging 4.6 offensive rebounds coming in. Already, he creates a second chance opportunity, even though it won't go onto the stat sheet for him.
Zubats leads the Clippers in offensive rebounds. He leads in this series. He's second overall in the playoffs. Led the NBA in total rebounds and offensive rebounds this season. Great year. Worthy of that most improved player. Second in that race. That'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter with the Nuggets up 28-25. Jamal Murray goes off again. 12 points in the first. And here we go to the second in Game 6. And you're watching the 2025 NBA playoffs presented by Google.
Final for PLN Mobile Pro Liga 2025, 17 April sampai 4 Mei, live dan eksklusif.
This is not a tennis court. This is a stage. 78 feet by 36 feet. It's not made of concrete, clay, rocks. No. It's made of fearlessness, rebellion, and unbreakable spirit. Here, there's no acting. This is our stage to rally the world. And our stage is the WTA.
Watching the first round presented by NerdWallet. 3-point Denver lead after one quarter. A moment ago, interim head coach for the Nuggets, David Adelman, with Lauren Jamara.
Coach, you told me pregame that you want to just settle in, not focus on a big closeout game. How would you feel the first 12 minutes have gone in terms of settling in with this crowd?
Yeah, we did a nice job. You know, offensively, it's a road game. We don't have to run and play crazy. Get yourself organized. Get a good shot each time down. Got Jamal loose a little bit. He's in a good rhythm.
Defensively, 1 of 8 for them from 3. How do you continue to force them into some difficult shots?
Yeah, it's tough. You know, you have to contest. We got to help with Kalyjay and James. Just say, I
have done a great job getting Murray going. He just got another really good look right there as we played the interview. They got to be really, really happy with that. And the Clippers have had good shots and just not knocking them down. This is their first trip to the free throw.
Clippers got to be pleased to be just down 3, honestly. Just one made 3 in the first quarter. No free throw attempts. As Harden knocks in the first free throw. Hey, don't miss a playoff moment with the NBA app. Get the latest scores, highlights, and behind-the-scenes access to all the drama. You can download the NBA app powered by Microsoft. James Harden, 2 for 2. He's got 6 points. And as Nuggets fans are aware of, anytime Jokic is on the bench, he plays the entirety of the first quarter. These are the key minutes for both teams here with Jokic sitting. And these have been the successful minutes for the Nuggets in their wins as Westbrook takes a shot to the head, but DeAndre Jordan, the former Clipper, with the offensive foul, picks up his second already.
Well, here it is, and he just hooks Derek Jones Jr. That was an easy call for Tyler Ford.
Nuggets have won the last 2 games, and these non-Jokic minutes, they've only gone -2. Yes, they are in the negative, but as we mentioned in Game 5, that's a victory for Denver.
Absolutely, you said it. You're absolutely right. If they can keep it close with Jokic on the bench, Bogdanovich really was a factor in that big fourth quarter where they almost made the comeback in Game 4, had his best game in Game 5, and now gets a tip in early right here in Game 6.
And that's going to be a loose ball foul on the Clippers. James Harden is irate,
saying that DeAndre Jordan pushed him. Certainly the Clippers could challenge if they wanted. I don't see anybody behind the Clipper bench thinking that's challengeable. And there's Jokic's off-the-floor minutes.
Yeah, those are they won Game 1, Denver did. They were -8. They covered that, but then they did a terrific job. Got great production from their bench in the last 2 games. Most of that offensive production comes from Westbrook. Murray fouls. Shot clock violation. Clippers lock them down, and the Nuggets turn it over.
That was great shot clock awareness by the Clipper defense that could run a second defender at Murray because they really didn't have time to make the pass.
Another missed 3. Jordan flying high for the rebound. Clippers 1 out of 12 from deep range. Only Batum has made a 3. And yet they lead it by 1. Here's Gordon. Gordon got it. And Gordon, 2 more.
Eric Gordon's just had a great season. Other than the injuries, had a great season and a great series so far.
Really improved his shooting this year. Been a good story. Murray pulls down the board on the miss. Murray running. Harden jumps in his way and forces that pass. That was James Harden there with a good defense. Harden drives and lays it in. Excellent on both sides.
Yes, he was. I know it's one thing the Clippers would like to and probably need to do is force a few more turnovers to get them out in transition. Denver with only 10 in Game 5, their lowest total.
And they're going to get a foul on Batum. Yeah, Harden got it in the air, forced that bad pass. Brown wasn't quite ready for it. And the turnover results in an easy layup. Denver with 4 turnovers. Clippers have turned it into 6 points. Clippers, who turned it over 20 times in Game 1, have really protected the ball well since. Only 2 turnovers.
Well, they only averaged 11 in 4 games since that game. Go back, Kawhi Leonard had 7 of those turnovers in Game 1. And only 2 assists. But since then, with Kawhi, 24 assists, 6 turnovers, a 4-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. That's high-quality point guard play, let alone a wing guy like Kawhi Leonard.
Dramatic numbers there. Significant drop in the turnovers. Harden crossover, gets the step on corner, and Harden once again. And David Allen calls the timeout. So the Clippers getting excellent defense on one end and Harden going to the basket on the other. Time for Design to Win, presented by Levi's. And how about the opposite ends of the spectrum these two coaches are, Stan?
Well, you said it before the game. Ty Lue in his 9th year as a head coach, David Edelman in his 9th game as a head coach. But do not discount 10 years as a high school coach. David Edelman said that's where he gained his voice. And also, don't discount David Edelman's been around the NBA game his entire life. His dad, Rick, one of the 10 guys in NBA history that has won over 1,000 games. David Edelman knows what it's like in an NBA locker room.
He puts Jokic back on the floor. Things were not going well for Denver. Jokic immediately fouls his Serbian Olympic teammate, Bogdan Bogdanovic, will go to the line as we send it over to Lauren.
Guys, hearing from David Edelman pregame, he said as a kid, his dad would pull him out of school for a week to join NBA road trips. He said he wasn't on the bench, but he was in the locker room at the press conferences, watching how teams handled wins, losses, everything in between. He said, I wasn't in it, but I was in it, and said that behind-the-scenes rhythm, the emotional ups and downs, kind of shaped how he sees the game today and quietly laid the foundation for his own path in coaching.
Thank you, Lauren. And he stepped into a really tough spot. Michael Malone took him to a championship, had a decade with the Nuggets, fired right at the end of the season. Alvin only coached 3 games, 1 all. And as Stan mentioned, his 9th game, he is 6-2 right now. He still has the interim label on him.
And he's following it great coach. But Westbrook knocks down 3. But You gotta give his dad credit for taking him out of school for a week. The education he got in those kind of times will certainly serve him better than most of the education he would get as platoon. Gets Brenner on a great cut.
Puts the Clippers back up 3. 4 minutes into this second quarter. Westbrook got caught in the air and throws it away. That is the 5th turnover this quarter for Denver. They get their 6th this quarter. They've got 7 total.
Well, on side move, we haven't given him enough credit yet as Harden goes to the line.
Hello.
Changed his rotation when he took Zubats out instead of Ben Simmons. They just played small.
Thanks for coming back.
Batum is on Jokic. It allows them to switch all the pick and rolls, and they've got more shooting, speed, and quickness on the floor.
Minutes right here for the Clippers. Puts Jokic back on, and they've gone on a run now. They lead by 5. Here goes Leonard, fouled by Gordon. Gordon picking him up on the perimeter.
We're going to get a little zone here out of the Nuggets.
Harden just knifing his way to the basket. They need a big game from James Harden. He's got 12 already. Only missed twice. Here's Bogdanovich. That's good. Off the 18-point lead, 5.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down. That's a wide open warm-up level 3 for a great shooter. He needs to make that.
Jokic going to work on the 2 to get advantage of that size mismatch.
Yeah, and you know what? A lot of people are saying, why don't they post him more? Because then it's hard to get him the ball. They can get it to him at the elbow, and they're confident he can get himself to the rim.
Norman Powell goes right back at the Nuggets, picks up the foul.
That's 2 on Jokic at that end. And I like the way they're attacking him. We've seen Norman Powell do it a couple of times tonight, and he draws that foul.
14 foul for Denver. Next one's going to put the Clippers to the free throw.
All right.
Bonus. And we've got 6:53 remaining in this second.
Thank you for staying.
Powell's been great at home. Had his 2 best games here at Intuit Dome. Ty Lue said he feels comfortable here. He had such a great season. Moved into that starting lineup. Was having an all-star caliber season until the hamstring injury derailed him. He missed 22 games. Was averaging 24 a game, and then coach, when he came back, returned for the last 14 games. He was not the same kind of scorer, but also Kawhi Leonard was back with the Clippers.
Well,
not the same kind of role.
Right, exactly. That's what really changed. And that was Batum's 8th block of the series.
That's going to be Denver ball as the Clippers can't move it on the fast break. But how about this by Nick Batum?
What a great recovery. That's great pursuit and not giving up on a play. That's the defensive will it's going to take for the Clippers to win this game.
They surround him and force another turnover. 7th of this quarter. Bogdanovich ducks his head. And who touched it last?
Bogdanovich wants them to challenge. Bogdanovich wants them to challenge.
I thought Bogdanovich touched it last as well. David Allen says no.
Well, he went to his people and they said, no, don't challenge that.
There's got a lot of spice to it right now. As Harden draws the contact.
And he was in shooting motion. Jokic upset about the non-call at the other end.
Clearly behind the line, he'll get 3 shots. And Harden looking like his regular season self. Harden had a tremendous finishing kick. Last 21 games, average over 26. Clippers won 18 of those final 21 games.
Harden on the drive. A little hesitation there. And then just attacks all the way to the rim in transition. Gets the switch on to Michael Porter Jr. and gets to our left hand. Now he's at the free throw line. And look, how do you overcome 1 to 14 three-point shooting? Well, the Clippers have 6 more field goal attempts. And after this one, we'll have 6 more free throw attempts. As we see what Harden's done in his playoff career, much better in games 1 through 4 than games 5 through 7. But tonight, James Harden is getting it done.
Only 2 more fouls beyond the three-point line than Harden in the NBA this year. And he knocks them all down. Michael Porter Jr. getting that left shoulder tended to. The shoulder he injured in game 2. Jokic just pulls his way in, and Jokic lays it in, wanted a foul. So Jokic, he can give you whatever you want. He can be a passer, a shooter, and he can certainly go in the paint.
There's no question about that. And he's smart. He knows where his advantage is in any given matchup.
He's trying to pick up Leonard. Leonard going to get the bounce. Murray with the rebound.
Look at Jokic run.
Leonard, which he does. Westbrook gets it to him. Shows a little help, but there is Jokic. That is automatic right now with the size mismatch on the floor.
And look, there's no possible way that Leonard can guard him down there, but he can take away his left shoulder at least and make him look out to a side where he's not as efficient and hard. Now with 18 points.
And 14 in the quarter as he carries a three-pointer, just the third of the game.
What's your name?
46-39, Clippers lead it by 7.
What's your name? Junior. All right. See you soon. Bye. Thank you for joining my live.
CJ Stroud in the building from Rancho Cucamonga, the Inland Empire. And you know he's got his eyes on that Rockets-Warriors game tomorrow on ESPN. Starts at 9 Eastern. Chris Paul in the house as well. Great Clipper. And front row seat to enjoy this one.
And my brother will be really happy that CJ Stroud is, I would think, here supporting the Clippers. My brother being a Houston Texans